Yo, what's up, man? So look, I'm gonna show y'all how to make these crazy unique sounding samples. You feel me? I went ahead and grabbed this joint out the vault. By the title, you can probably already get a feel of what we about to get into, but I ain't gonna do too much talking, bro. So yeah, man, let's roll this preview. So as you can see, we got this little sample from out the vault. It was the 1st of June 2022. I came in this with the intention to make something weird. So I do think it's one of my busier samples, but at the same time, it has a simplicity to it to catch a listener's ear. I did a lot of experimentation. I did a lot of sound manipulations. These are all the sounds that we used in this sample. So in this video, I'll be breaking down the mindset and the techniques that I use to achieve a sound like this. But without further ado, man, let's get to it. I wanted to come into this session with the intent to make some weird shit and almost make it sound like organized chaos. So the first thing that I added were these keys from Contact. So real quick, I'm gonna do it like my last video. I'm gonna break down the sample first, and then we're gonna go ahead and get into the effects and all that good stuff. Now, like I said, I came into this session with an intention. I usually don't do that, you feel me? I freestyled on my MIDI keyboard. As you can see, it's just one chord. That's all it is. Now, if we take a closer look to the sample, you see, like, I did not quantize these notes. These two notes right here, or this section, I mean, it's gonna be the most interesting part of the melody. For me, I really wanted to stress simplicity to get something catchy, something that I can run with, something that sticks to the ear. The next thing that I did was I came in with these two one-shots, layered the same piano idea. I simplified it. I wanted to keep these main points of emphasis, you feel me, and still have some contrast between these notes and the piano notes. No, it just complements that repetitiveness. But now I'm gonna play it with the keys, man. I wanted to give this sample some more depth, try and build on this small idea. Just by adding these two layers, it gave me a lot of clarity and direction for that intention of making some weird shit. So next up, we got the guitars, bro. With this, I really wanted to emphasize giving the sample rhythm. That choppy feeling is definitely something that I wanted to add. At the time of me playing this, I didn't know the cage system. So what I did is individual takes. Each of these joints have an intention. I think having control and intention is really key to achieving a sound like this. I'll play each individual take so y'all can see the build-up of the idea. So the first guitar take, guitar take number 2, number 3, all right, number 4. They work together as a unit and create that full idea. But that's basically the bulk of the idea that I wanted. Now, if we take a look and we zoom in, man, come close. With the intention of me trying to make some weird shit, I wanted it to sound live. So throughout this sample, I made sure to leave a lot of organic attributes to it. I'm using it to serve as something to catch the pocket that I'm looking for. This establishes the rhythm. This is responsible for the low end. I did not want this one to do too much. It's just taking you from point A to point B. That's all its job is. It's point A to point B. This is probably the most important take in a whole sample. I'm using this to catch a pocket. I want it to serve as a top line, something to add some contrast to the repetitive nature of this sample. As long as you know one chord, bro, you smooth. Dress that joint up right and you green, bro. You can make something sound intricate and interesting if you're really intentional with your notes and you understand call and respond. Now I'm gonna play this take with the keys, but they're complementing these chords. this last take of the guitar, this is where I really wanted to emphasize the rhythm, just having something slightly offset. But these guitars with the effects helped me solidify the direction that I wanted to go with this sample. I think this is the section that catches the ear the most, right? This little, you feel me? Out of everything that plays, this is the biggest driver of the sample. So I had the main rhythm, and then I had the thing that's gonna catch your attention. So after that, it was like, man, how can I bring some life to this sample and take it to the next level? So the next thing that we added with that intention is these ukuleles, man. Now, if we take a look, it's there just to add on to that guitar idea. So this being offset really helped push the sample. Really simple, just 3 notes. It really helps you snap to the tempo, to that downbeat. You feel me? It's off grid, but if you can finesse the pockets right, that's how you really get a nigga like breaking their head type shit. Like when you making a old head joint show, niggas head be ready to fall off. Smooth, man. So the next thing that we added were these recorders. I'm pretty sure it was my mom's in like high school or some shit, or middle school actually. Bruh, this shit gotta be at least from like 19, yeah, man, it just sounds chaotic. I don't know, that joint was just giving me a bunch of vibes, like native war sound, cowboy vibes. If it sounds smooth, then it's good, straight up. If it sound good, we green. That's why, like, yo, this is one chord. This whole sample is one chord, bruh. And if you just take a look and eliminate all the rest of this shit, bruh, like, you can see that even though samples can look complex, they're built around these basic, simple ideas. Everything in this sample serves an intention. Like I said, I really want to emphasize that control, call and respond, certain fundamentals when it comes to making music. So to progress onto that, man, I added this guitar, really simple idea. Again, it's a point A to point B ordeal. After the bulk of the idea, I'm just focused on like, what else can I add to polish that? I added this guitar and I wanted it to set up for these 2 notes right here, the most important parts of the melody. Now, if I play with the other guitars, you know, it kind of just throws it up in the air for this shit to hit even harder. You feel me? I'm really trying to catch that pocket. So the idea we got right now with the guitars, smooth. All right, now let's break down the textures. In this sample, these percussion, the green joints, so I really wanted them to emphasize call and respond. And with these pink ones, I wanted to add an environment and a setting to the sample. I wanted it to sound like organized chaos, and it's really brought out those organic qualities. Imagine you downtown, there's a bunch of cars and shit, construction going on, people on their phones, all that, just a lot of stuff going on. So I really wanted to establish the tempo in the sample, so I came in first with this little percussion. All right, now like I said, call and respond, I really wanted that to be an important fundamental in this sample, so I came in next with these 2 textures. And after that, I added this little accent to be like a little setup note. So this one right here, I would say this is a call and this is a response. If we play these 2, so knowing that this section right here is the most noticeable part of the sample, I wanted to leave room for it to shine. So the contrast between this and this complements this. It's all helping the idea move as a cohesive unit. And I really like where the sample is going. So now my focus, adding some embellishments, those final touches. I added a kick to the sample. Chill, check me out. My intention was to really emphasize the downbeat. Now if we take a look back at the keys, man, we can see like, bruh, it's only one chord. You feel me? It's a boring ass melody, but again, we're trying to really emphasize it being catchy. It's okay for it to be repetitive, but how can we add on to that repetitive nature? It's something that all of this has in common is that downbeat. So if I can emphasize the downbeat, I can make it even more catchy. And I think like, bro, it's gonna be different for every sample, but for this one, it was calling for it. And I mixed them down so they can fit in the mix and not interfere with anything else that's about to be added. So I played just the kicks real quick. All right, so the sample's pretty much done. We got 3 more things to cover. And the last thing that I added was this texture. I don't know where that joint is from, bro, but that joint was just whispering to me, man. Like, it sounded beautiful. Alright, so next up to the vocals, man. Now, I wanted to add some scary ass sound in this joint. Yeah, bro, I really wanted this just to serve as some glue to my sample, bro. Just transfer the idea, but it adds a lot of that unease and complements the context of the sample. So yeah, man, with all those small ideas together, all right, man, so let's go ahead and slap these effects, yo. So number one, these keys. I came in with this OTT. You know, I really like using this to bring things forward in a mix, like put it right in your face. So it's one of my favorite compressors. Now it's free. I ain't gonna lie, it's different. It sounds weird, wonky as shit. But with this, I really wanted to bring out, like I said, those organic, natural qualities like room noise, chatter. Feel me? All those little imperfections that comes with the organic recording. I came in with this EQ, just took out some lows. Now for the one shots, all I got is EQ on the first one, just took out some of the highs. All right, so for that second one shot, shaper box, you feel me? Just slap this joint like that. And that's what gave it that reverse sound. And like I said, it really helped me with my creative direction. I added that, and then all the other things kind of came to me. All right, so for this first one, all we got is EQ. I took out the lows. I really wanted it to sit high in the mix and not clash with any other instruments. So for this second take, man, all we got is EQ again. Took down some of the lows. This third one, we ain't do nothing of that. And same thing for this fourth one, we didn't do anything. Simple panning one to the right, left. I'm just trying to add some depth. All right, so after I did the guitars, I went and just highlighted all of them, and I came down to this little this triangle. I right clicked it, and then I said route to this track only. It's gonna make it bust. So now whatever's on here is gonna affect all of these joints. But yeah, man, so on this little bust, we got shaper box. We have a duck in the beginning, so just by taking it out, it leaves space for those other things to talk. And then this is the shaper box. I came here like this. For real, this is what gives it that reverse sound, and this kind of slows it down. All right, man, so now we on this little vocal. So the first thing that I added was this pitch shifter. I just pitched it up 1200 cents, and as you can see right here, I turn the mix down so you can get a mixture of both the regular pitch and the higher pitch, and it gives it a really uneasy feeling. But yeah, the next thing that we added was this reverb. I messed with this knob, turn the size down, and I also turn the decay and the mix down as well. I want a fast reverb so I can emulate room distance. Then we came in with a compressor to glue the sound together. Then we added this little EQ. I took out some of the lows, some of the highs, nothing crazy. Then I came in with this Pangement 2. I turned it to 8.4, and I took the reverb off, using this plugin to establish motion and to give this sample some dynamics. All right, now for these little one shots, I got them linked to the same bus. They got nothing on it. I just panned them to the left. For that little random sounding texture, all I got is EQ. Took out some of the highs. I took out the lows as well, and I also panned it to the right. Alright, so for the little recorder, man, I added some OTT again. I panned it to the right a little bit. I added some reverb and I took out some of this low cut as well. Then after that, you know, just some simple EQ. But yeah, on this ukulele, all I used was some Good Hertz Lossy. Great plugins, Good Hertz. If you seeing this, man, you feel me? Alright, so for the kick, now we really mixed this into the sample. I don't have too much going on, just an EQ, but I wanted it to emphasize that downbeat without being too prevalent. Alright, we almost done, man. If I'm looking at like a choir or an orchestra, how are they sitting? That's kind of how I go about panning my instruments. Alright, so for this guitar, we got EQ, then I came in with OTT. After that, I came in with this J37, bruh. But I got this Spring Break stereo preset on right now. Alright, so I forgot to cover this, but we got some chatter. And yeah, with these, all I added was some pangement from motion and this pancake as well. You might not hear it, but you'll feel it. It's not there to distract the listener, just to complement that emotion that the sample can bring. So lastly, we got these effects. We got these green joints. I think all of these are routed to the same. All right, so for this one and this one, all we have on it is lossy again. I'm trying to solidify the context of the sample. For those other two, I added lossy again. Yeah, so this is the automation for my keys, but honestly it's really subtle but has a pretty big impact. It's a repetitive sample, so this is one of the things that's gonna catch your attention. I really can't give you a formula to recreate something like this besides just using your ears and your intention. I'm trying to focus on building just a small idea, sounding almost random, like it spikes wherever, but also I wanted it again to be controlled, so I'm only having to play in places that I wanted to be played. But yeah, man, so that's the sample. Real quick, shout out to anybody that's watching this. I'm more than blessed if even just one person got some value from this video, you feel me? But yeah, bro, you already know what's up. Psalms drum kit out now, you feel me? Go check that joint out. Use code SVRGE20 off to get 20% off. But yeah, we about to go hit the gym. Storm surge warning. We out, man.